Elsie, Muhanda, Ghana, a total of 300,156. Ayuma Musawa got 6,127. Lydia Pamela Nyagala got 20,245. Masita Naomi Mama Sikito Sioga got 67,351. Total valid vote casted was 407,770. So, if you are listening to Elsie, who served Muhanda, who garnered 3,456. Congratulations. Very much, very much, very much.
Harusi tunayo hatuna? I want to take this opportunity to thank the people of Kakamega County. Nashukuru wakaazi wa Kakamega County kwa kunichagua tano tena. Na pia nashukuru my worthy opponents. Pia hawa walijaribu, they fought a good fight. Nashukuru pia my campaign team, walichukua muda mwingi sana kufanya planning. Na mimi nataka kuambia watu wa Kakamega County, asante sana. Mimi nitamfanyia kazi, na saa hii mimi ni kama miwa ya katuni. Hiyo mbeleni nilikuwa kama miwa ya plant. Niko tayari kufanya kazi na kila mtu Kakamega County. Niko tayari pia kwa nyumba ya mama, iko na makao mingi. Kwa wale wapinzani wangu, karibu sana. Na pia mimi kama mwanachama wa ODM ninafurahi kwa maana hapa Kakamega County tumepata wabunge 9 ukiongeza mmoja wa DAP. Azimio tuko na wabunge 10 na mimi ndio mbunge wa 11. Kwa hivyo tunashukuru watu wa Kakamega County kwa kuchagua wabunge wa Azimio. Na mimi natumaini ya kwamba hata hapo juu Raila Amolo Odinga atapata ushindi kama baba the fifth. Asanteni sana. Mungu afanye nini?
Just wondering how we get into this room. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to continue from where we stopped, and I think says those that kind of things are not welcome in this place. I'm now going to announce the start of the Senate. I'll start with Wilfred Asiko Abuti, 14,602. Patrick Masabiro Bukichi, 11,881. Kaila Rekwahi Christmas, 8,387. Sarah Kadasi Kaya, 11,916. Boni Khalwale, 249,000. Brian Isenga Makamu, 195,192. Sami Oliva Aina Mashiko, 6,491. Total body votes cast 495,717. If you are listening when I was reading, the candidate that garnered the highest votes, the just ended election for the senator, is Boni Khalwale. Thank you, congratulations.
So you want me to say something?
Yes.
Where is Washeli?
I'm here.
Where is Mohati? Tiga?
Yes.
Where is Tiga?
Yes.
Boniface? Thank you very much. This is a crowning moment, not just for the people of Kakamega, but for the Republic of Kenya. The people of Kakamega have voted me as the senator of this great country, and I want to thank them. I want to thank them because they have voted across political parties. They have voted across the sectorial ethnic leanings in this county, and they have voted and given Kenya an opportunity for all those Kenyans on all social platforms and all other platforms that have been waiting that the bullfighter goes back to Parliament to bring the same standards that we left there when we first served this country. I am really, really humbled. I therefore want to make a commitment here on this same platform that I was in 2013 announced the winner for this position. On this same platform, where in 1980, I stood here as the top student in Kakamega High School when I was joining the University of Nairobi to become a doctor of medicine. I have taken this path, you people of Kakamega, detouring from my professional calling as a doctor, because I believe deep inside my heart that the children of the poor also have a chance in this country. My mother was a changa brewer, and my father used to sell pieces of cane, sugarcane, at the Marinya market. And that is how I arrived here. They were very proud parents. I am lucky that I have found a friend with a similar background. Children who have beaten all the odds in an African family to become top-notch professionals. That friend of mine, Dr. William Samoei Ruto, will also tonight be announced as the president of Kenya. On behalf of the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya, who is going to be the 5th President of Kenya, I am thanking the people of Kakamega, in particular, and the people of Western Province, and the people of Kenya in general, for allowing this country to rewrite the history that indeed God creates his children, such that none of them is a lesser child of God. Today, you have had results. You have had the chest thumping that this party got so many MPs and what have you. It's nonsense. I now feel challenged as a legislator that as we go back to Parliament, we must review the Elections Act.
Correct.
So that the nonsense that we saw taking place in polling stations, where Kimskits failed, discouraged our voters from coming to the station, where agents of candidates of our competing parties were using county government resources to buy votes. We want to tweak the law so that this does not happen again.
Correct. Yes.
We want to go to Parliament, dear Kenyans, to protect IEBC.
Yeah.
IEBC is very vulnerable to the extent that nobody in that law factors in the human nature of a human being. A human being is subject to fatigue. So we are going to tweak the law to make sure that every polling stations, every constituency must have 2 straight polling presiding officers, 2 straight sets of clerks,
Yes.
and 2 straight returning officers at every constituency,
Yes.
and 2 straight returning officers at every county.
Yes.
The reason being that the officers who will poll should hand over at 5 to officers of IEBC, who should then be in charge of tallying.
Correct.
We should also double the number of officers of IEBC so that there are more hands and more eyes to make the process faster. We were able at the Team Khalwale Tallying Center, we were able at 3 a.m. in the morning of Wednesday, today is Friday, we were able to know that we had won. But we have been waiting because IEBC officials are overworked. This cannot go on if we want to maintain the integrity of election and electioneering.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, these are the issues. I want to commit myself in my legislative capacity that those are things I'm going to address.
You are able.
I want also to use this platform to promise Kenyans that when we created the Constitution of Kenya, and gave the media autonomy, it looks like the media is inviting Parliament to now regulate it. Because the media, in the election of 2022, has decided to become agents and employees of Azimio. It's a shame that the tallying center for Azimio was in a private media house that has been given autonomy by the Constitution of Kenya. They were tallying at the Citizen TV station, unlike us who had our own independent tallying centers. We cannot give the media freedom and then they abuse it by becoming partisan. In fact, a proud Kenyan might move to court so that the media can be censored by the judiciary for abusing the freedom that are given by our Constitution. I would like to end this by thanking the following people. I want to thank the President of the Republic of Kenya 2022, William Samoei Ruto, for standing with me and standing with our team here in Western Kenya. Two, I want to thank Honorable Benjamin Washiai, who was the team leader of our campaign team here in Kakamega County. Three, I want to thank aspiring Governor Senator Malala for having been a team player during this process, albeit the fact that he's yet to conclude his election. I want to thank all and congratulate all our parliamentary and civic candidates in all our 60 wards and all our 12 constituencies, and those who stood for the position of women rep for putting up a fight. And I want to confirm to them, so that nobody is left in doubt, that they were not competing against the Azimio candidates. They were competing against the state and against the funds of the county government of Kakamega. I want to thank my family, ably here represented by my two sons, Boniface Makacha and Tigana Khalwale. They are here on behalf of their mothers back home who are waiting for this result. But most importantly, we want to remember my wife, who has carried me through a 20-year period of winning. It's only at this election that Adelaide Khalwale is not here because she passed on. We dedicate this victory to Adelaide Khalwale.
Yes.
I love you, Kenyans. I love you, the people of Kakamega. I love you, the poor. And in the election that is forthcoming for governor, I'll be making a substantive statement on how we are going to approach that election. But as we do, I want it to be clear to Kenya that the Constitution of Kenya has now forced Ambetsa Oparanya from being the governor of Kakamega. His time has expired. Ambetsa Oparanya, under the Constitution of Kenya, is not the governor of Kakamega.
Yes, go. Sure.
Under the law, the affairs of the county government of Kakamega are now being run legally by the county executive committee. Oparanya is now, having been knocked out by the Constitution, he cannot sit on the County Executive Committee. I want to urge the members of the County Assembly to call for an urgent meeting to sit on Tuesday, and I'm going to ensure that the County Executive, led by the CEO of the county, the CEO of the county will then gazette a sitting of the County Assembly, and the agenda should be two. The first one is that they must immediately be sworn in by the clerk of the assembly. And upon being sworn in, the second agenda which they should discharge under the Constitution, they must elect the speaker. And as soon as the speaker is elected, I am going to remind him, using the platform that the voters have now given me, the speaker will then be forced to convene a sitting of the County Assembly of Kakamega the following day. And the agenda of that sitting will be for the County Assembly to make a resolution that because there is no governor, the speaker will become the acting governor of Kakamega therefrom. And the speaker will remain the acting governor of Kakamega as per our constitution until the election of the governor is conducted. Yeah. That is the law. If Oparanya does anything otherwise, he should know that the bullfighter is back in the Senate. Thank you, everybody.
Yeah, thank you. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Oh, thank you. My daughter, my granddaughter. Thank you, my sister. Thank you.